Hello, this is the second part of the story called Drought Report. It is page 86 and 87. So I'm just going to read this part for you. Make sure you are following along so that you can be reading it with me. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to start at paragraph 6, Effects of Drought. So remember, an effect is something that happens because of something else. So because there's a drought, this is what happens. All living things, humans, animals, and plants, need water to survive. Humans can live only a few days without it. Extreme droughts can have extreme consequences. So here are some of the consequences. The first one is famine. Without water, crops and livestock die. Often, food shortages result. In 2011, more than 250,000 people died during a famine in Somalia, in East Africa. The famine was the direct result of a severe, long-lasting drought. Second is refugees. Without enough water, people may be forced to leave their homes. In the 1930s, a series of severe droughts devastated much of the Great Plains region of the central United States. Crops failed year after year. Huge dust storms buried homes, farms, and people. The region became known as the Dust Bowl. Without crops, farmers could not make a living to support their families. Tens of thousands of families abandoned their ruined homes and farms and moved elsewhere. The third effect is disease. We need clean water for drinking, cooking, and bathing. When clean water is scarce, people may be forced to use contaminated water. The water may contain germs, harmful chemicals, and even parasites, insects, worms, and other organisms that invade and live in the human body. Using contaminated water makes people sick. At present, more than 3.4 million people around the world die each year from causes related to lack of clean water. Tragically, this number is sure to grow. All right, I'm going to keep going to page 87. What can we do? Before I read this part, I'm going to read the caption that goes with this picture. In the 1930s, huge windstorms turned the Great Plains into a dust bowl. A farmer in Oklahoma shovels dirt that has buried his land. So it was so dry and there was so much wind, it just was blowing dust everywhere. I'm sure you've heard of the Dust Bowl. What can we do? We cannot prevent droughts from happening, but we can take steps to plan and prepare for drought and to lessen its impact. For example, we can study weather patterns to predict when drought is likely to strike a particular area. We can limit the amount of water we use for non-essential activities like watering lawns. We can take steps to recycle water, conserve and store water, and keep freshwater sources clean. None of these actions will eliminate drought, but they can help make its impact less dire. So dire means that it says down here it's urgent or having terrible consequences. It's really bad. So you know what to do. After you finish reading, you have some questions to answer. There's usually 3 questions here for the closed reading. What is this section of the text about? It's about what you can do. List one claim the author makes in paragraph 9, so you're going to have to go back to the other page, and evidence that supports it. List an unsupported claim. So a supported claim means that they provided evidence in the story. Unsupported means they didn't provide evidence. Some droughts result in thousands of millions of deaths. Identify and explain 2 ways that drought can become deadly. During a drought, people can die from, so you're going to fill that in. On this page, you have 2 vocabulary words, impact and particular. So of course, I made a Quizlet handout for you. Use the Quizlet handout to help you fill this in. Tell me what impact means. It's on the handout. And answer the question, who has had a positive impact on your life? Okay, and my friend, my family, whoever you want to put there. And the second word, particular, give me the definition from the Quizlet handout and answer the question. At what particular time of day do you feel most energetic? The particular time of day I feel most energetic is, so give me the answer. All right, please let me know if you have any questions and I will help you with whatever you need help with. Thanks for watching.